Hi again, everyone. This weekend I had a full weekend off, so I decided to go with friends to Santa Cruz and Monterey for the weekend. So I went with this Australian girl called Rachel and another German girl called Michelle. And we first went to Santa Cruz, and we went to the Natural Bridges State Beach to just see the beautiful beach. And they actually have like natural bridges out of stone there, so it was a really nice beach. And we had lunch there, and we after that we went to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, which is an amusement park. But they had already been there, so we didn't go on any rides. But we sat on the beach and we had ice cream, and I bought a really nice dress, and we just had a fun time. And then we went to the motel that Rachel had booked for us in Watsonville. Watsonville is like between Monterey and Santa Cruz, because all the other motels in Santa Cruz and Monterey was like fully booked or really expensive. So we went there, and me and Rachel took a swim in the pool. And then we decided we would go out for dinner in Monterey. So we went to Old Fisherman's Wharf and just looked around, and we ate at a seafood restaurant because there's so many seafood restaurants all around the Californian Bay. So, but it was really nice. And Monterey was a really beautiful city. Um, and then we realized that there was like this movie theater right by our motel. So we just went to see what it was. And I saw this really good movie that I wanted to see because I've already read the book. And it was actually perfect because it started like 10 minutes after we got there. So we just bought the tickets and went in. And the movie was really good. It was very, very sad. So both me and Michelle were like crying our eyes out, but it was a really good movie. And then we went to bed, and there was actually an earthquake in San Francisco. And the only day I'm not sleeping at home, it's of course the earthquake. I was so mad when I woke up. I was like, oh my god, I missed the earthquake of like the 25 years. I mean, it's never been a worse earthquake in San Francisco in 25 years, and I'm here and I missed it. How the fuck? So all of us were like really bummed out about that. Uh, but yeah, it's not much we could do, but it just really sucks. And then we went for our brunch in Monterey. So we ate pancakes at this cafe. And then we did some sightseeing in Monterey. We took some really good photos and pictures. And then we actually met up with Emma and Yana, who had that day off and wanted to join us. So we met them in Old Fisherman's Wharf, and we actually went on a whale watching cruise. And it was my idea. I've always wanted to go and see whales. So I just thought it would be a fun thing to do, and it wasn't that expensive. It was $45. So we all went, and it was really, really fun. We got to see a lot of whales, and they were actually not that far away. They could have been a bit closer though, but you can't get everything. Um, and I got some really good photos, and it was just really, really fun, and I think everyone enjoyed it. But on the way back, it was very, very windy, and it kept coming water up on the boat, so we got like soaking wet. So the ride home wasn't that great, but nothing you can do about that. And then we thought we had some time left before we were gonna head home, so we went to Monterey Beach, which was a really nice beach. The water was really, really blue, and we were like the only people there. So we took a lot of photos, of course. And then we decided to meet up and have dinner because we had two cars. So we went to the In-N-Out Burgers in San Jose for dinner. And it was just like, yeah, it was good. And I went with Rachel and Michelle, of course, because those were the ones I went to Santa Cruz and Monterey with. But then Jana and Emma live very close to me, so I switched cars when we were having dinner. So it would just be more convenient for everybody. And it was a really, really nice trip. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was so fun having a whole weekend off with friends. And then this Monday, me and Emma drove around in Oakland, um, just to see where everything was, and it was just really, really fun. Can't really tell you what we did. You have to Skype with me because I can't really tell you. But we had a lot of fun. We went to KFC and just we bought a lot of like chicken wings, and they were so good, but there was so much food, and we just had so much fun eating them in the car, and it was just so greasy, and yeah, it was really, really fun. Um, and then yesterday I had the written driving test, and I passed, but barely. I mean, the first question, I misread it, so I thought they were saying like under 21 years old, but they actually said like over 21 years old, so I just took the wrong answer directly, and it was just so frustrating. And you could actually see like directly that the answer was wrong, because if you push the next, it just said wrong answer, this was the right one. In Sweden, you just push the button like see if you passed or not in the end of the test, but I actually counted how many wrong answers I had, and you can only have 6 of 30, and they don't really tell you how many questions you completed, so you don't really know how many questions there's left. So the last question, I didn't know it was the last question, but I got my 6th wrong answer at the last question, and I was like, fuck, that was my last wrong answer I can have. And then it just said, you've passed. And I was like, holy fuck. So yeah, that was like so nervous. I was so nervous about it, and I just like it was such a relief when I passed it. It just went so bad for me the first couple of questions, and I should have studied a lot more. I mean, it wasn't harder than Swedish tests. I mean, it was actually like easier, but I didn't study at all. Kind of. I read the book, and I did a lot of not a lot of tests, but some tests. But I could have done a lot more tests. So, well, I'm just glad I passed. So I booked the driving behind the wheel test for it's in 2 weeks now. So I will have my Californian driver's license soon. And today, or no, yes, yeah, today, um, me and Emma went to Grizzly Peaks to take a look over San Francisco and Berkeley, and then we went to IKEA to have lunch. And the match wasn't that good. I mean, the food is obviously better in Sweden, but it was pretty close anyway. And me and Emma actually had like pizza last week, and we ordered like Chicago style pizza. And it took 40 minutes to get the fucking pizza. 40 minutes. I mean, that's not pizza. It's supposed to take like 10-15 minutes. It took 40 minutes, and it was like really expensive, like $24. But and it looked like a Raspberry Pi or something. It looked really disgusting, but I mean it was good, but it looked not good at all. Um, but yeah, just strange. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna meet Karina and hopefully book the flight and hotel for San Diego. And on the Monday, we're going to the zoo with the girls, and this Saturday, I think I'm gonna go into San Francisco with Emma and see the Golden Gate Bridge and the Golden Gate Park again. Just because I don't want to spend any money, I want to save some money now. I've spent so much money. But yeah, that's kind of what I've done. It's been a really good week this week too. So yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, I just realized that I forgot to tell you that Danica has gotten much more talkative. She says a lot of words now, and it's really funny to hear. She says like hot dog and breakfast and fast, slow. So it's really fun to hear her talk, and when I got here, she didn't talk that much, but it's gotten really, really good now. So, and she's actually like wanting me to hold her and play with her, and so yeah, it's been really, really great. And yeah, that was just what I wanted to tell you. So, bye.
I woke up in a bathtub in Santa Cruz with a note taped to my chest. It says, somebody please call the ambulance, or I might bleed to death. I was tricked by Venus to my low. Looked just like Betty Page, led me to a seedy hotel room where I could dig my grave. You ain't heard the worst of it yet. Just hours ago, my bride-to-be said she didn't know me that well. Now she's on a bus to Boston. I'm doing alright in hell. You ain't heard the worst of it yet. There's a part I regret. Did I say something wrong? You've already got the only part of me you really want. Now some folks talk about consequence. Some folks talk about fate. It seems most of the people who talk like that, well, they're all prone to hate.